I begin by paying my own respects to the Gadigal and Wangal peoples as the First Nations people of this place. I pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging, and recognise that sovereignty was never ceded, that this was, is and always will be Aboriginal land. Today we are raising a flag for disability pride. When you raise a flag, you claim space and you draw attention. My speech is just closed. Right. Just gonna get that. I'm just holding it. Yes. You hold it, Take.
Have two hands.
I'll have two hands. Because it will be better if I do it properly. Alright.
How's that?
Adam.
Beautiful. Do you want me to be with the microphone?
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Can you stand that
Yeah.
Alright. Here we go. Okay, so when you raise a flag, you claim space and draw attention. And tonight we are drawing attention to the fact that disabled people are here. We are actually the largest minority in the world, and in Australia we're about 20% of the population. But this is about more than marking our existence. Whether disability is part of your life from the beginning, or whether it's acquired along the way, it is an ordinary part of human experience. And yet it's common in our society to push disabled people to the edges, to special schools and special places where we're segregated and separated from the rest of the community. Today we are raising a flag in recognition that disabled people deserve better than life on the edges. I went to a special school for kindergarten. For me it wasn't a bad experience, but it was a limiting one. If I hadn't moved to mainstream schooling, I wouldn't have gone on to finish high school and get a master's degree. I wouldn't have the job that I've got now. I wouldn't be here to tell you that I have actually climbed the Harbour Bridge on crutches. And I've performed at the National Folk Festival. Life would never have been that big. I might have moved on from special school to special work where the expectations are low and the wages are even lower. Inner West Council recently showed their support for disability inclusion in a very practical way. A few weeks ago they took the first steps towards ensuring that Council does not support special workplaces where wages less than $5 an hour are legally paid to disabled workers. It is a very interesting kind of special that treats people like that. We look forward to further progress from Inner West and from the other councils. Disability Pride charts a very different path. Disability Pride is about refusing segregation and ensuring that people with disability are included, taking our place in the community alongside everybody else. When disabled people work in ordinary jobs for ordinary pay and are included in our communities, we have the opportunity to broaden our horizons and to do things that other people in our lives never expected we would. I know of a young man called Luca. You might have met him at this event yourself previously. Like me, he started off in special spaces, but his parents eventually decided that there had to be more. Luke is blind and he uses Braille. He's now growing a small business selling greeting cards with Braille messages in them. People with and without sight both enjoy the joy of Luca's cards. And he also goes to mainstream schools and teaches kids about Braille. Luca now has a very bright future ahead of him. When disabled people are part of local communities rather than being cut out of them, everyone's horizons expand. We all learn from people that we would never have encountered if we'd have stayed separate. Disabled people have more opportunities, and people with without disability learn from the creative thinking, vulnerability and resilience that are all part of living with disability. Everyone recognises how much they have in common as well as the things that make us different. And together we build a society that is stronger because we value diversity. Disability Pride invites us to build a community where we share our experiences and learn from one another. Today we will raise that flag because disabled people deserve better than life on the edges. With our flag, we claim our space within the community and invite everybody to celebrate that with us.